It's been a busy day babysitting, and you saw I made those concha shells, and they came out delicious. And actually, I just have a little bit left. I posted it in the thumbnail. And everybody came home from work and ate it all up. So this is all that's left. And I put it in here. Someone will take it to work for lunch, and that's it. Okay, but now I'm home all by myself. And I'm wondering, I want a little snack, but I don't know what. And I said, I'm just going to repurpose leftovers. I'm not going to go get anything to eat. Nothing. So I have these beans from my dish. I made those conchas, and I made it, served it with some beans and some tortilla. And I thought, you know what? I want one of those bean tacos that I remember from my childhood, that I went to my girlfriend's house to play, and her sister, who was a teenager, we were kids, made these bean tacos. And I was like, bean tacos? I never heard of that before. But it was delicious. And so I ran to grab my tortillas, and lo and behold, they're cracked. Do you throw these away? You would throw these away, right? I'm not throwing these away because I can make some chilaquiles. I just get these and I'll tear them up. Now they're ready for chilaquiles. Fry them in the morning, put some salsa on them, and we are ready to go. But what am I going to do about my tacos I wanted? Well, I have these mini ones, so you gotta work with what you got, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that. And actually, I should have heated this up because I was gonna make some little tacos, mini tacos, like they do at Taco Bell. But anyway, we're gonna get our tortilla down here because I said quesadillas, so we're gonna make some like quesadillas. So we're gonna just, what are we gonna do? We're gonna just put that there. We're gonna get some cheese and press it on. And these are basically the same thing except those were tacos. These are not. They're like little quesadillas. So we're gonna press it together. And these are perfect for a little snack, and I probably should have put some cheese on the bottom to make it stick. But I'm frying them, so it doesn't matter. Well, actually I won't because it's hard for it to stick with that. So let's go back with plan A. Who doesn't like tostadas? Actually, when I make tostadas, I save, if there's shells left, I save them. And the next morning I get the cold beans and I put them on my hard tostada shell. And I do the same thing. I put this grated cheese, because I usually have some left, on it. And I stick it in the microwave and let it melt. And I basically have something like this, except it's crunchy all from the get-go. It's okay. So you can have this for dinner. This is budget friendly 101. Bean tostada, bean quesadillas. So let's come over to our oil. It's heating up here. Turn it down. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to soften up a couple because I want to make 2 little tacos for you. So you can see what but you can make these for the little ones. Yeah, they like that. And my friend, her name was Noreen. Hi, Noreen. You're famous today. Her sister, her big sister, Doreen, is the one who made these. And I've never forgotten them. And I've never seen anyone make them before. And they were so good because she didn't make them hard. She made hers soft. So they were so delicious. You can try them either way. But let me get a napkin. Drain this on. And I want these soft because if you don't have them soft, they will tear. You want them to be pliable, not stiff. Okay, so let's turn this little quesadilla. And I don't know where some of my kitchen utensils are missing. I can't find my can opener. I had to buy a new one, and I can't find my tongs. I don't know where they are. They're missing in action. Someone give me a heads up. Okay, so these are done, so let me turn this off. And look. It's crispy little. And you don't want them super. So we're going to take it out and set it on some napkins. And I might try to do the other one soft. So I have to turn this down to see if I can recreate Doreen's soft tacos. And that's going fast, so I'll turn it down all the way. And I'm just going to give it a quick fry and take it out still soft. And I'm going to put that over there. Now these bean ones, little tacos, just pretend these were big, but these were huge tacos. So we're just going to get our taco beads, and this is what she did. She got the big taco shell, and she made a bunch of them, and we all ate. She was in charge of babysitting her brothers and sisters, and it doesn't matter what you make. It's delicious, and it's cheap to make with whatever she had on hand. And I wouldn't complain. I like these. You can make up a bunch of these. If you're watching football, you look in your refrigerator, you don't see anything, grab some tortillas and beans, make some little mini quesadillas, put them on a plate, put some sour cream in the middle, salsa, and you got your business. People will say, oh my goodness, she went through some trouble. My mom was one of those cooks that we always had company showing up for. We had 10 kids in our family, 2 adults, and assorted relatives. Yet my mom's kitchen was, everyone showed up. People never called us. They just showed up. Because that's how my mom was. People felt comfortable enough that they knew they didn't have to call Mary to ask if they could come over. They just showed up. And as soon as people would show up, my mom would go straight to the kitchen and start cooking. That was just the woman she was. Now this is going to fry these beans and cheese. Crisp them up a little. And there you go, my friends. What more could you ask for? You could do this right now. Go look in your refrigerator. You have a canned bean. You can even use the canned beans and some cheese and get some corn tortillas and listo. Okay? And I'm not going to make these super hard because in honor of Doreen's soft tacos, I am going to keep them soft because I like the fact that they weren't so crispy. They were like soft tacos. So let's bring them over. Come back. There you go. So just make sure you get your napkins. Press off any excess oil. Get yourself some fresh salsa if you like. But I could just see my little granddaughters, they love tostadas. And they always want tostadas, but they're always like, breaking them and they're falling all over. I think I'll make them these from now on. Because the baby never wants anything but cheese and beans. So look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So you give it to them like this, and they just eat them like this. Hi, Virginia. You're my faithful Virginia. Shout out to Virginia Prince. Where are you hailing from, Virginia? Okay, now look at these delicious little mini bean tacos. So yummy and full of cheese. Louise, so just make a big platter of these, or like right now. Hi, Sylvia. Leah Liz. Hi. Okay, let's try them. Exactly how I remembered them. Delicious. I don't know why I haven't made these sooner. I make bean burritos all the time, but I've never made just a bean taco. And I told you I make my version of the tostada the next day. But I like the fact that these are soft. I like that. That's what sends me back to when I was 8 or 10 years old. Doreen, shout out to you in heaven for your amazing bean tacos and your little quesadillas. Or just use these street tacos. Whenever you have leftover street tacos, you don't know what to do with those little tortillas because you have no meat. And you still have leftover beans from the party. Grab some cheese and make these. Virginia and Oklahoma. This is too much for me. I wish you guys were here. I'd give you one. But you're here at Deb and Deb's Kitchen. If you haven't already, go to my YouTube channel, like it, subscribe it, share it, and make some of those delicious, budget-friendly, super simple recipes that are always simple to bake, semi-homemade, budget-friendly, repurposing fridge and pantry, what you got in there. Now I try to make healthier recipes. This isn't one of them. Although you could air fry it, but it wouldn't be the same. But sometimes you gotta go with it. You've been in Deb's Kitchen. Have a blessed night.